Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my channel. Let's look at aggregation in Java. Aggregation typically happens between two classes. So one class is dependent on another class. So I would say target class and dependent class. So library will be the target class, books will be the dependent class. So when you create an object for the library, you need to create an object for books and link it to library. That's called aggregation. So we are not extending library class with books. So it's not a easy relationship. It is a has a relationship. Book library has a reference of books. That's called has a relationship. So it's not either relationship, it's a has a relationship. Let's look at the code. So in this example, I see title and author. Book, I took two variables, title and author. So this is the constructor and this is toString. So these are normal things. Also library, if you look at, I use a library zip code and this is books, which means another class. It's called aggregation. So if you look at here, there is no extends here or here, means book is not extending library or library is not extending books. So but library having an object of books, technically it is having a reference variable of books. So I say list means bunch of books. So library has an aggregation relationship with books. So let's create an object and test this code. I want to have some white spaces starting of the line in the output. I just created two books. New book equal to effective Java one book and clean code another book. I just used author as A and B for our convenience. So I'm adding these two books into a list of books. Okay, so then what I'm doing, I'm creating an object for library and zip code I'm entering, and here if you look at list of books. So I'm trying to display library. So library object is created and internally it has two books. So library has a relationship with books. Let's run this guy. See, library zip code and it has two books. See, this is list. Title equal to effective Java, author A, one more book, clean code, author B. So this is called aggregation. So in Spring will have some, we have some benefits with the Spring in aggregation. So in Spring something called dependency injection. So in the video I previously explained, this is target and this is dependent. So we have created for object for two books and library, but Spring will automatically find libraries dependents and automatically create object by you when we say auto word. So that is the object of Spring dependency or Spring injection. So with that we can, so this is the use of dependency injection in Spring, where dependent objects can be identified by the Spring and it will load the classes and create objects. We no need to create objects for dependents. When we link target with the dependents, if you say at the rate auto word for the dependents, objects will be created. So Spring takes care of everything. That's called dependency management. I'm going to explain that in future. So that's for the reference. So if you look at here, Spring what we'll do, we say auto wired. We use this guy. I don't want to add the spring jars and everything, so this is how we use dependent for dependent classes, and we do not create object. So I'm going to explain more about dependency injection in future.